Hello, good day. I'm Linzel, and me and Maria Faith will be the one to present our output. So, this is now our output. After all the brainstorming ideas, whether we do a coffee shop website, food website, or a blog website, we settle and agree of having an online shop website. I believe that online shopping is prevalent and trending since the outbreak of the pandemic, right? Meaning many people are trying to engage more of being an online seller. Our website is inspired like the Shopee or like Lazada website. Every details are done manually, so meaning from the color palettes to the fonts, the kinds of dress and the prices, we do our project from scratch.
Hi, I'm Faith. So I will continue what Lindsay discussed about our output, which is the online shop. As you can see, there are so many items there to choose, and also, um, as you can see, there is a small cart there at the right side of the screen. So, as you notice, our output is so similar of the famous online shop, which is the Lazada and Shopee. So, um, as you can see, there are some items and below of it, there is an add to cart button. So, if you click the add to cart button, the items that you added to your cart will automatically display to the small cart there at the right side of the screen. So, and also you can see how much the prices of your items, and also it will automatically add how much it all costs of all your items that you added to your cart. Also, guys, you can remove your items on your cart, and it will automatically reduce your total cost below.
First thing here in this HTML file is the meta charset UTF tag that tells the browser to use the UTF-8 character encoding when translating machine codes into human-readable text and vice versa to be displayed in the browser. Also, at the head part, we link the external JavaScript with the internal CSS. So we named the shop as 4Keeps Online Shop. We added this at the header part, which is the H1 tag. Up next, the div tag, which defines the division or a section in an HTML document. So the div tag is used as a container for HTML element, which is then styled with CSS or the cascading style sheet. That's it for the HTML file. Moving on to the CSS and GS.
So I am Kizikeya Yatong, and I'm going to tell you on what are the applied designs and fonts that are being used in this website. So the first one is the URL. The second one is the margin and padding with a 0. Box sizing border box. As for the body, the width is 100. The background color is pink and the background size is 100%. As for the header, the position is fixed. The left, right, top is 0. The background color is polyviolet red with a display flex, and the items was aligned at the center. For the heading 1, the font color that was being applied was white with a font size of 30 px. For the cart box, the width is 26% with a position of absolute, the left 72%, and the top is 25%. For the heading 2, the font size is extra large with a padding 1510 px. The cart wrapper, the overflow was auto with a maximum height of 350 px with a width of 24. For the subtotal, the text was aligned at the right side with a padding of 5%. For the checkout or view card, the width is 95% and the text was aligned at the center with a cursor pointer, and the background color is brown with a font size of large, and its margin is 10px auto, and the padding was 1015px. For the view card, the background color that was being applied was white with a 2px solid brown. And the card icon, the text was aligned at the right side with a font color of white. For the card item, the display was grid with a padding of 5 and 2%, and the bottom border is solid 1px light gray. For the card item image, the width is 100%. As for the details, the left padding is 10%. The card item heading 3, the text is aligned at the left side with a bottom margin of 5%. As for the cart item price, the display was blocked and the text was aligned at the right side with a top margin of 35%. The quantity, the display was blocked with a top margin of 5%. For the cancel, the text was aligned at the right side, and then the whole cart window, the border was solid and its position was fixed with a background color of white and the right margin of 2%. For the hide button, the display was none, and then the non-empty, the content was var or after content with a font size of 25px and a width of 25px. The display was inline block and the text was aligned at the center. The position was relative. The top was negative 20px and the right was 20%, and the background color was black with a border radius of 50%. The card wrapper, the display was flex and the flex wrap was wrap. For the card item, the display was flex and the direction was column with a minimum width of 500px and a height of 600px. The content was justified at the center and the items were aligned at the center. For the card item image, the width is 45% with a border radius of 50px. And for the details, the text was aligned at the center. For the card item span, the display was blocked with a top margin of 10px. For the add to cart button, the last one is the width fit content with an auto margin and a padding of 10, 15px, and the cursor pointer, the background color was violet red and the radius of 3px with a font size large, and lastly the font color that was being applied was white. So that's all for the CSS. um,
I am General Yukaso. So now we have to tackle about the JavaScript in our project. So first we add class card item and constructor name this price and image. So this dot name equals name, this equals this, so this dot image equals image, this dot price equals price, this dot quantity equals 1. So class local card, then static k equals card items, static get local card items, let card map equals new map, const card equals local storage dot get item, local card dot k. So we use if else statement on it. So if card equals null, then card dot length equals 0. Return card map, return new map, object that entries json that parse card, then the static add item local card, let cart local card that, and if cart that has id, let map item equals card dot get, then map item that quantity. um and now about the cons, card icon equals document that query selector fast card are down, and cons whole cart window equals document that query selector whole cart window, while window that in window. Cons add to cart equals document that query selector all. So about the function, add item function, then cons id, cons image, cons name, cons this, let price, then price equals price that replace price $2, then cons item equals new card item name in this and image also. Then about the card icon, we add an event listener, then mouse bar, then equal to the, and about the function about the card, the UI, and cons card wrapper, then equals to document the card selector about the card wrapper, then the card wrapper to that inner HTML, then let count equals 0, then let total equals 0. So for cons, and also we use if else statement about the count greater than 0, then else about the card icon that class. Then we use doom too, like document that add event listener. And that's all for the JavaScript about our online shopping uh, website.